Okay, hi everyone. This is your post-workout stretch. I'm doing a video right now because I just did a workout and it's been a while. I'm getting back in the habit of doing them. And I went online looking for a really good post-workout stretch and I wasn't happy with anything I found. So having done sports as a child and knowing at least a decent amount of stuff, I thought I would just go ahead and do one because there seems to be lacking on the internet these days. So yeah, pre-workout before you start working out, you do maybe 5 minutes dynamic stretching all the time. But after workout, especially as you get older, like when we were kids, we did at minimum 15 minutes of stretching after a game, after a practice. And then as you get older, you get off the field and you go for a beer, or you get out of the gym and you go for drinks with girlfriends, or whatever else you do. But if you want to be sure that you can work out again as well the next time, if you want your body to recover, if you don't want your body to be sore, the best thing is to do a good workout at the end, not dynamic stretching. And I'm all for yoga and I'm all for yoga stretching, but if you really want to target the muscles that you probably just worked out, abs, arms, legs, these are the things you're going to want to start with. So often if you're standing up already, I used to start with the legs, but I feel like after workout you're already standing up. So classic is to start stretching the arms. And when you stretch, if you're doing dynamic stretching, you're stretching for 5 seconds maybe. But if you really want to give it a good stretch, you got to stretch from anywhere to 15 to 30 seconds. I know the tough part is that a lot of us are busy and we don't always feel like we have that much time. We feel like we go in, we do the workout. That's the important part, right? That's the part that stands out in our minds. But we forget how important the stretching is. And the stretching can be really relaxing. So I'm all for yoga too. I love yoga. But when it comes to my post-workout, the best thing to do is just to relax and stretch. Static stretching is really easy because you don't have to do much. And this is when you get to sit around and chat about the game, chat about the workout you just had. Take deep breaths, whatever. You don't have to focus on doing the next yoga stretch or yoga pose, or you just start with a stretch and then hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. What is important though, like in yoga, is to breathe into the stretch. The whole point of stretching, your muscles have just been contracting and contracting and contracting. So you just put them under a whole bunch of stress so that they grow. Hopefully not too much stress. A little bit of stress at a time, baby steps, a little bit more every day. But you've been putting them under stress and you've been contracting them. So now you want to breathe and you want to stretch them out. And if anything, a lot of people also want to increase their flexibility with stretching. So you want to be aware of how and where you start the stretch. And then actually, as you breathe, like in yoga, your body will stretch more and more. And then nice shoulder run, just going against the wall. So, you can be standing up while you're doing these arm stretches, but you can also just be sitting. Like, same thing. So I draw a lot of parallels between things. But like yoga, you got standing yoga, you got chair yoga, you got lying down yoga. Same with stretching. You can stretch standing up, you can stretch sitting down, you can stretch lying down. I think the same thing when you're working out. You normally there's some magic in the number 3. 3 reps, 3 rounds. 3 repetitions. Maybe not that one, but oftentimes when you see cyclical workouts too, or you'll do 3 exercises, break, 3 exercises, break, or 4, break, 4, break. So when you're doing when you do an arm workout, you want to use at least 3 different, what would I say? You do 3 different workouts for your arm. You do 3 different workouts for your legs. It's the same thing when you're stretching, aim for 3. At least 3 arm stretches, at least 3 leg stretches. Which reminds me, we're doing our arms and we didn't do our neck. It's always good to do the neck, especially seeing as a lot of people carry a lot of stress in their neck, or a lot of tension in their neck and in their shoulders. And now you've gone and just done a workout, which is great, but there's more tension possibly in your neck and in your shoulders. And give it a good stretch. And this may not be the most high-tech video. I gotta practice doing this whole video thing, but hopefully it'll be a useful video nonetheless. Really, I'm going back to my other neck now. It's true, I haven't done this for a while. But it reminds me that when you do stretch too, you don't want to do just one arm stretch and move on to the next and move on to the next and move on to the next. You want to actually revisit each muscle twice. And that's especially where you're going to see a difference in flexibility. If you notice the first time around where your neck was, or where your arm was, or where your chest was in relation to your leg, and then the second time around, you're actually going to notice that you're probably a bit farther, you're probably stretching a bit more. Mm-hmm. So you'd want to do all the stretches again. Now, I didn't do a heavy arm workout, actually. I did a bit of an arm workout, but I did more of a leg workout. So, I always like to start just with holding it here. So I'm not the most flexible in this sense. Depending on your body type, you're going to be more flexible than some people sometimes in certain ways, and less flexible than other people in other ways. It's all about your body type and also, how often you stretch. This is the point for your body to relax. And you do want to feel your stretches, but you never want your stretches to be painful or to hurt or to be contracting necessarily while you're stretching, because you already did that. You were already contracting during your workout. This is where you want to breathe into your stretches and let them fall. Let your body find its place. And then find where you're comfortable. There's going to be spots where you're too comfortable. And then slowly move it. Slowly push yourself. And then you push yourself until you've got a bit too, you can tell you're uncomfortable now. So that's when you come back, you find you're okay, comfortable spot. Breathe into that for a bit. And then push yourself a little bit. And breathe into that new space. That whole, You just want to push yourself a little bit outside of your comfort zone each time. Not a lot, because that's painful and you're not going to want to do it again and it's not sustainable. But just a little bit. My favorite stretches, either having your leg like that, and reaching forward. Down your legs, most of the time you're definitely going to feel this stretch, I would say. Keep your foot straight. Don't bend your whole body kind of thing, trying to bring your nose as close as you can to your knees. That's not the point. The point is you actually want to keep your back as straight as can be. And you want to feel it under here. You don't want to feel it too much, but you want to feel it. And you breathe into it. And hold it. And then let's see that you actually get comfortable in it a little bit. And the more comfortable you get, the more your body falls into it a little bit. And the more you stretch. To the other side. I have to keep clicking the thing because I can't actually see. Computer goes off. You just want to stretch. Especially, I'd rather do it again. This stretch you can always do like this as well. I find, I'm not sure actually, I really have to test it out. I feel like when you open your legs a little bit, you're actually able to go down a bit deeper. I'm not sure. No professional, so yeah. But I do, know my fair bit. So you pull a little bit, especially on the second stretch. The first stretch, sometimes you don't have to necessarily push beyond your comfort zone. But in the second stretch, the second time you come back to it, you do want to go a little bit. So normally, I'm not counting myself, so I don't know how long I'm holding these for. I don't think I'm holding them for 30 seconds. That's the thing, especially even if, let's say, you want to save yourself some time. There's always, a hack to things, but, do it really. If you're going to commit, I say commit. But if you don't want to go around twice to everything, at least, well, not at least, or, hold it for 30 seconds then. And what happens is in the first 15 seconds, just be comfortable. And in the last 15 seconds, maybe every 5 seconds, push a little, and push a little, and push a little. But breathe, and come back if it's too tight. The last thing you want to do is injure yourself after a workout. If you got through a workout and didn't injure yourself, you don't want to do your stretching and injure yourself. But trust me, if you start stretching after your workouts, I think you'll feel a lot better. It's a good way to, when you work out, you get all, your adrenaline starts going, right? And then you go out and you sort of want to get your heart rate back down and just relax, chill. You do that always. You want. And one of my favorite doggy stretch here. Stretching the back. I mean, this is a similar stretch to what we were just doing, but slightly different. picking up this foot and keeping this leg straight. And you can push. Doing the same with the other. These ones. I want to make sure that when you're doing these two, whichever leg is up, you're going to definitely have a tendency to put more weight into that arm. So like this leg is up, so there tends to be more weight on this arm. But if you do some yoga, that's where it's good. You become aware of what you're doing, where your energy is, how you're distributing your body weight. Because even that, a lot of times, we have trouble doing workouts or positions because we're not distributing our weight properly. So use your head, use this hand, use that hand, use your butt. Pretend your arms are part of the floor. Pretend your head, is sticking out as being held up by some string on the wall. Pretend your butt is being held up by some string on the wall. Pretend you're being stretched in all directions, all the time. And that really helps you distribute your weight everywhere. And so, I don't want you guys to lose me, because there's obviously the standing up position where you keep one leg behind, but you can do it like this as well. I love doing this position. Some people say it's actually not good to do it at an angle. Like, you do want to be careful if you're not standing up and holding one of your legs. Grabbing hold of one of your ankles and keeping out by your butt while one of your legs is on the floor. You do want to be careful with this position because you are at an angle rather than being at 90 degrees. But after the end of a workout, when you're tired, chilling on the floor with your friends just like this feels good. So I've never given myself any issues with it, and I always feel a pull. So it's something that I like to do, and I tend to keep doing. So I don't know if you can see me at all there. Sorry. But I like it. Yeah. Sit back. For the abs, stretch them out this way. Open up your heart. I love the positions where your shoulders are back, your chest is up and out. It's supposed to be a very loving type of position. I don't know, I don't want to lose anyone with my love talk, but it feels good. Stretch back. Again, I didn't do really much of an ab workout, so I don't feel like I need to do much of that. But lie down. And this is good. So with this, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're doing it as a stretch, you actually want to push your hips down, but keep these up. Don't like this, because then you're going to hurt your back. You're using your whole body to hold yourself up. Stretch. And why not finish off with baby pose? Because everybody loves baby pose. Okay, maybe not everybody, but you know. You can even bring your arms back. Be kind to yourself. I love finishing off in this position, starting in this position. It is a prayer type of position, so, say thanks for everything that you have. Say thanks for your body. Any good intentions that you want to set. Normally you're feeling pretty good at this point. Whether it's yoga, workout, stretching, I find this position just brings a certain calm and ease to the mind. It brings about a really good feeling. And it can be really easy to send out good vibes, whatever they may be. So that's the actual post-workout stretch. More to come.